Hello, this is Richard C. Wilson from the Family Office Club. Today we're doing an investor mandate interview with Suzanne. Welcome, Suzanne.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Sure. And what type of an investor or investment firm do you operate?
So I run the We're an angel group here in Chicago. I'm also an angel investor myself. And we take companies in a wide range of industries from around the country, a few from Canada and Australia, but mostly the United States. And we're mostly seed and Series A investors.
Okay. What's the scope of geographical location of the companies and the types of industries that you most often are looking at for investing?
Sure. So we probably at least half of our companies are from the greater Midwest region. We also do companies on the West Coast, some on the East Coast, a few in the Southeast. I think it's really more of a function of where we have connections and where we get deal flow rather than any particular preference for a region. And the range of portfolio companies is really quite large. I'd say about a quarter of our investments are in medical devices, medical technologies like biotech or platform technologies, and healthcare IT. We also do a fair amount of technology-enabled companies, say artificial intelligence, deep learning, education technology, those types of things. And then we also take companies that I think are kind of emerging, but maybe are not as popular yet with some other groups. And that would include companies in industrial innovation, agricultural innovation, and advanced manufacturing.
Okay, great. Yeah, appreciate that being so detailed. And if you were to look back at what investments have gone most well, where you have the most strategic help for a company that you would invest in, what is the one type of company that you and your group and yourself, say, wow, I wish we could find 5 more companies just like that? What would be that one area?
Probably B2B SaaS-based companies.
Okay, great. Yeah, that makes sense. That's definitely a hot area right now, and especially with COVID, people have realized how valuable it is to have that subscription base so revenue doesn't fall off a cliff, when something happens. So appreciate you mentioning that. What is the number one investment insight that you could provide our listeners that you wish you knew, 10 years ago?
Okay. Do I have to limit it to one, or can I say 3?
No, 3 is good.
Okay. One is that I think we went through a whole learning curve about the value of patents. Certainly they're valuable in life sciences for sure. You really need that to protect yourself. But I think it's wise to remember that it just really gives you the right to sue. And I, for example, invested in a company that is now embroiled in a outrageously expensive patent lawsuit. They were sued by another company. We can all imagine a legal bill and then probably multiply it by 3, and we're not done yet. We're hoping we will win. I would say if this happened earlier in the company's history, it would have absolutely just killed the company. At this point, it has enough cash reserve that it can fight it out, but it really is a lesson, I think. So I think we've moved more towards the idea that patents can still be useful, but they should be part of an overall strategy that also includes trade secrets. And you don't have to reveal everything. So I think that's good, especially now that people from other countries can look up patents on the US patent website with no trouble. You may not have your patent registered in that country, nor would you really have the resources to defend yourself there. So sure. I think on a global basis, there's one. And I think the other thing we learned as we went along, and I think me personally too, is that getting that market traction, getting good partners, rather than trying to do all your sales yourself, is really key to getting going and developing a real stronghold. So I would say we really look for companies that have developed some channel partnerships and some ways of getting into the marketplace quickly with other leverages, other leveraging opportunities. And then I think the third thing I would say is that what really helps me personally in running this and also investing is just reading from a wide variety of sources. for me, one of the most difficult things is when a company is pitching, I'm sitting there trying to imagine something better or some kind of a better solution, because we've all seen early iterations of things that try to solve problems. And then by 3 years later, when you see that third iteration come by, you think, oh, okay, this is the team that has got it figured out.
Right.
And I also learned this from a person who was a very, very successful venture fund leader. He's passed away now, but he was very successful in his investing, and that was his approach.
Yeah, interesting. And I appreciate that advice, and it comes from, I know, seeing thousands of deals. So I hope people really listen closely to that. I would love it if you could join us for one of our virtual investor discussion panels coming up, later in July, August, September. I'll have my team reach out regarding that. And I appreciate your time here today. And if anyone listening would like to connect with Suzanne, figure out how to submit a deal to her angel investor group or to her directly, just let our team know. I'll help get you connected. And if there's a way to do business together, source a deal, and co-invest together on something, then, would love to make that connection for you as part of the Family Office Club, membership benefits. So appreciate your time here today, Suzanne, and we'll keep in touch.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, you too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.